mainly want to talk about the reason for this race this weekend
Yeah.
and exiting the way I am. The reason I say that, John, is because Mike Moshier was my very best friend out there, had been for years.
Mm-hmm.
And we had barbecues every Sunday. Every Sunday he'd come over to the house. Me and the family, and we'd get a lot to get-togethers with my brothers and my sister-in-laws, my mom and my dad. That's how deep
Yeah.
and connected we were,
Yeah.
you know. So I definitely, for me, family and friends have been wanting me to do this the right way. When I raced last year, I quit in the middle of the night. I came in, car was really good, driver was on point, but my heart was not in it.
Uh-huh.
I came in and even Ricky come over, Dad, you're gonna win tonight. Car's fast. And I said, Nah, I'm not going to. What do you mean? I said, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore.
Wow.
There's no more adrenaline, no more rush, no more nothing. I'm over this. I said, You want to drive my car? No. I said, Well, I'll make one lap in the main event and pull off.
Get your start money and call it a
And
night.
he thought I was joking, and a lot of them thought I was joking. My wife was really, really mad at me. Really mad. Well, so that went about, and they were getting ready to line the hobbies up for the main. Well, I started 10th anyway. There was 14 cars. Ricky walks over and says, Dad, what are you doing? Have me a drink right now. I'll get. He goes, No, they're pulling out on track right now. I said, I told you, I'm not racing. I'm making one lap and I'm pulling in. I'm done. You want to drive it? Drive it. Take it to the front. You're gonna have to start 14th instead of 10th, but
Yeah.
he he looked at me and looked at Renee, and she's like, he's done. And he ran out in the parking lot. That was funny because he ran out in the parking lot, come back in, and got in the car and getting all situated. And he went 20 laps without a yellow, 14th to second, and missed winning by inches. By inches.
Is that Bakersfield?
Santa Maria.
Oh, it's Santa
That was
Maria?
Santa Maria. You were there.
Oh, I was announcing it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
man, that's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. You were announcing it. Crowd's going absolutely crazy. And Sugar Boom Boom, his car won. Dakota won.
Uh-huh.
And
Oh, I remember that now, yeah.
he was, pumping up Dakota, pumping him up. And I walked over and I said, Sugar, that crowd up there is not for this car. It's for this car. I said, another lap. I said, he was going around you in a 1 or 2 at the checker with no yellows.
Yeah.
Well, needless to say, one of the locals from Santa Maria, he thought it was me in the car. And I said, no, that's Ricky. He knew I was kind of like tossing it around selling it. He said, I'll buy it. He came down the following week, put a deposit on it. 2 weeks later, came and picked it up.
Oh, Tom Stevens Sr.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Tom picked up that
Yep.
hot. Now it's 164.
Yes.
And
164.
he's been doing great in that thing.
Yeah. He went to Bakersfield last race we ran here, and he did really, really good in it. He finished maybe 4th or 5th, and he started towards the back. I mean, yeah, we get 13, 14 cars. That's what we get. It's pretty much same as everywhere.
Yeah. Anywhere in the country.
Right. So, and he was happy, he had fun. And matter of fact, when we kind of decided we were going to run this race this week, where I'm going to run my grandson's American stock.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know much about them. I mean, I've driven them a couple times. So he's been on me, and Brian had been on me. Let's do it. And then my wife was like, man, let's do this the right way. Go out there, and if they don't want to interview you or whatever, at least everybody knows this is it.
Yeah.
Because I did not, and I will not race in the American or the hobby stocks.
Uh-huh.
I won't do it. The Wonkums have offered me their cars several times. Nope. People don't understand that when you're racing and when you're getting the satisfaction that I'm getting going to watch Ricky, I don't want no part of that.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the lineup. American stocks are going to run first, then the hobbies. Well, for me, I don't like that. I was hoping there was going to be a race in between. So I'm not even sure. I'm sure I will hot lap, and then I may not even get back in the car again until the main event.
So you could watch Ricky?
I don't want to miss nothing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's doable. Doable to run your heat. If you got to park right there by the pit stand and just jet up there real quick, that could be done. Because, I mean, if this is truly your last one, you're going to want to make like every lap. I would say do every single lap, every lap you can, and just go out with a bang.
Well, we'll see. One thing I don't have any expectations. I mean, I want to finish the race, do as best I can. I don't want to take anybody out of a championship points run or, mix it up with any of the youngsters out there. I just want to do it the right way.
Yeah.
And with Mike Moshier, it's the right way.
Yep. Well, he would want to see you drive.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, you guys are best friends.
Yep.
He would want to see you perform and do well, but have fun and just have a blast out there.
Yeah, and that's what happened. Really, I lost the drive and I lost the fun. I can't thank Terry Henry enough for building me that car. Ricky for helping me, Brian for helping me, my wife, and all the friends and sponsors I've had over the years, when I came back to race dirt, I didn't get the warmest of welcomes.
Mm. You did the asphalt for a little bit, didn't you?
I did the asphalt for a little bit, and it was okay, but I had hurt my back, and I couldn't take the pounding and the beating on the dirt side, even not getting bumped around, just the surface.
Yeah.
So I gave that a rest, went to the asphalt, and by the way, I was pretty good at it. After a couple races, I was pretty good at it. But I wasn't received real well. I went to Willow Springs and Madera. Madera, you would park. I'd park by myself in Madera. And Roger Holder helped me out when I was sick, man. We didn't know if I was going to make it, I didn't know how this was going to play out. Of course, I really didn't care. I just wanted to try to get better. And he sold me his super stock that he'd raced out on the big track. Set me a price. My sponsor, I had to sell everything I owned to make sure I had treatments, One of my sponsors stepped up and said, "We're going to buy that car for you." Man, I'm not even 6 months into my treatments, And it was a pretty good deal. It was a good deal if things didn't work out or I got to drive again or something would have happened. I would have kept the car. The wife would have got rid of it. Ricky was in charge. I'd have got to keep the car, do whatever with it. So we made the deal, and I don't know, once a month or so, I'd go up to the guys at Holders and see Roger, and he's really good about checking on me. "You okay?" Been going through Ricky, and I got that car, and the first time I went out with it, I got released to go to work in June, I think, of 2021. There was a couple races, and I didn't get back in the car till September. So I had to work my legs, and then I had to work my arms. You know what I mean? Get back into shape. And I'd never driven a car like that. You know what I mean? I'd driven like a hobby stock type out of Kern. So I went up there. Wasn't received real well. People knew who I was, But it was just like, he's a dirt track driver. We're better than him, I guess is what I'm saying. So I go out and I practice. First time ever in the car, John. Had no idea what I was doing. And let me tell you what, I stood on the gas pedal and that old bad boy, it jumped up and it went forward. I like, holy Toledo. I couldn't believe how fast it was.
Uh-huh.
So I did okay, come back in. I'm not even out of the car yet. I'm trying to get out of the car. Next thing I know, I'm just bombarded with officials. They had to put a rookie flag on the back of my car. And I'm like, now I'm doubting myself. No, I am. I'm really doubting myself. So I get out. The times we'd been up there, they'd get 6, 7 cars.
Uh-huh.
My first time I go up there, there's 14. It's like, oh Lord, what am I getting into? Anyway, so the main official up there said, yeah, I got to put a rookie flag on the back of your car. So, and the way he quoted it, so when my fast cars go around you to lap you, they know to lap you with caution. Yeah.
Sheesh. That's
Just
brutal.
Point blank. So they flagged up the car. I walked over to the side. My buddy Lee and my wife, I said, am I that bad? Because if I'm that bad, bro, let's load it up.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm all over the place, And then my wife and Lee are like, no. Matter of fact, you're getting pretty quick. You've only got 6 laps in the car. You're not all over the place, and you're coming on. I said, all right. So I had to start last in the heat, 7th. 8 laps, I finished 2nd. Well, that was kind of an attention getter. They're all down there bottom feeding, and they're wanting to know. They're trying to figure out how this dirt track guy that's never driven. Well, they don't. They think I've driven this before, but I'm going around everybody on the outside, just straight, never flinching, just driving by them like they're not even there. Come back in, and my wife's like, "You got it now." So the main event rolled around, and I started second row inside. I got the lead in the first lap, and I led the whole thing except for the last 5 laps. Well, their track guy up there that's winning every week, he's running into me, turning me sideways and letting me go, and I'm holding my own composure, got everything. Well, I don't know. A few laps before that, I started cramping up in my legs. And the doctor told me, he said, you might be going back a little too soon. So it started out with a left cramp in my leg, all the way up my hip. So I was having a hard time braking. You're doing a lot of trail braking, And then when it went to my throttle leg, because my whole bottom extremities were just cramping. And I mean, it was hurting really, really bad. I told myself, I'm getting ready to pull off. The guy went in there and hit me, turned me sideways and got underneath me. And he didn't drive away. I just couldn't use all my throttle. The only way I could make it work is ease up off of the gas. So it wasn't so painful. I said, I'm pulling off. Well, I look up in my mirror, there ain't nobody around. And I'm like, oh, we're finishing this.
Yeah.
So I slowed down, finished, pulled down the front straightaway, and the crowd, I mean, they were happy that the guy that won, but at that point, the announcer, Brian Smith, he's talking it up, how I went through this first time back, and the crowd was on my side, and it was cool. So I'm trying to get out of the car. I have to have help out of the car. And one of the officials, he looks at me and he goes, never drove this car before, huh? Oh. He said, I call bull crap. He goes, you had this thing going. He goes, you outrun some of our best, and our best took a minute to get around you. So yeah, it was pretty cool. And then when I went back to a follow-up appointment with my doctor, doctors had me do a bunch of stuff, bending over, squatting, feeling my back, and asked me how I'm feeling. I told him I'm feeling good, told him about my race. He started laughing because I told you have to build your legs up. It wasn't just going to be a month or two.
Because you were down. How long were you out?
10 months
10 months.
from start to finish.
Mm-hmm.
And my doctors were like, you had to physically see it, because the story I have and I went through, you wouldn't believe it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You had to see it, because there was really no hope.
So you had what kind of cancer did you have?
It was lymphoma. It was in my stomach,
Uh-huh.
from 280 pounds down to 160. That would have been October 26th of 2020. By November, which is 1 month later, Thanksgiving, they brought Thanksgiving to my house. My brother, my sister-in-law, the kids, my nephews. I mean, it was pretty cool. I was sicker. I do remember that. And man, I was hungry. I just couldn't eat nothing. I could only take a amount of a quarter,
Uh-huh.
and anything after that, I just throw it up. So I'm pretty weak. About a month rolls down. Christmas. I don't remember Christmas. I don't. I was just
Too much
no, I was
drugs and
well
just going through treatments and
chemos.
yeah. The
I
whole
don't
thing.
remember it. I mean, I hadn't had a chemo yet. That was the problem, I think. So weak, and I'm in my recliner. I lived in a recliner for, I don't know, 6 months, 7 months. And I couldn't even talk. I guess it was just blah, blah, just a little bit of mumbling by Christmas. So the family are all sitting there, and Ricky and them are like, I don't remember, but I guess they're telling me, don't give up, don't give up. We got you some treatment, because maybe January 2nd or 3rd, I was going to have my first chemo. So that went by. I don't remember much there. The first chemo, I really don't remember much, other than me and the sister-in-law. My sister-in-law, Michelle, I mean, her and my wife did so much for me. She knows the medical terms, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So she was taking to me every appointment. And man, it got so tight, so scary. My swap meet, I'd been down that racer swap meet for years. My friend Danny Quinn from the coast.
Yep.
He said, we're going to do it for you and give you the proceeds. And then I think there was a race at RC, at Jimmy Johnson's RC, they did something. I remember that.
Yep.
So I got the money for that, and all that was going for was the food and just to keep my treatments going. My insurance was good, but every time I went for some kind of a scope, or I had to go through that, I don't know what they call it, where you go through the tubes. He sent me through that tube.
Oh yeah, yeah. MRIs, yeah.
Yeah, it was $500 my cost before they would do it.
Yep.
The insurance took over, but it was, and man, I'm not working or nothing, you know? It's like, God, what am I going to do? So we got through all that. Everything was good. About 3 months in, I guess, we're in there having the meeting with the doctor, me and Michelle and the doctor. Actually, it was the second chemo. The first chemo, I had 2 hours. I was so bad, it was only 2 hours. They had to put like a port in here in my arm.
Mm-hmm. With PICC line and all that.
No, I didn't do that. Not the first time. First time, he said, get him in there. We're going right to the vein. That's how bad I was, you know? I started feeling a little bit better. 2 hours. Went back. 8 hours. Man, I had 5 of them at 8 hours. God dang, these things were brutal. I never got sick. I just got really, really tired. Just wore me out.
Just going in there, just kicking.
Yeah, it's
kicking
just
butt.
whooping me bad. So the second one, I do remember this because I was feeling a little bit better. Doctor came in and he said, man, it was close. I said, what do you mean it's close? He goes, phew. He goes, you had about 2 or 3 weeks.
Wow.
Your body was already shutting down. That's why I had all the tests done. And he goes, make sure the cancer hadn't went to your bones. And that's why he goes, I know you could not take 8 hours the first time. So I give you 2. But after about the third or fourth one, the tumor, which was like a Nerf football, it was huge. After the third or fourth one, that thing was less than half.
Wow.
I mean, it was the medicine was doing its job,
Yeah.
And after the fifth one, it was gone.
Wow.
So he says, I'm gonna have one more just to make sure. So after the fifth one, now I'm up. I'm getting with it. I'm talking. I mean,
That's amazing, man.
Yeah, and
Modern medicine's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
So I'm blessed. Had a great team, great support, and I think what kept me going the most is racing.
Yeah.
I never missed a race. I never missed a race, Ricky. Now I might have got confused
Mm-hmm.
because I was so tired and so out of whack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd be sleeping and it might be a Tuesday, let's say. And I'd tell my wife or my sister-in-law, Ricky racing this week. Is today race day? Nope, still got 3 or 4 more days. But it was like a rush.
Yep. Well, I mean, that whole time I was announcing at Speedway. The whole time that you went through your entire treatment, got to announce when you were racing before you got sick, and then I saw you every week.
Yep.
Saw you
I
every
didn't
week.
miss it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was down. I'd get a little tired, be wiped out, but come race day, I don't know what it was, just the adrenaline. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? To go to watch. And that was another good season that Ricky had. And I just think it was meant to be. I believe that. It was meant for me to recover, to make him watch the races, and it was meant for Ricky to win.
Mm-hmm.
And I do remember some of the big. You guys did a race out there. It was fighting cancer. I want to say it was the Jeffers family that was in charge of that. Come up, talk to me, and then Ricky won the race, and you guys all let me go down there with him. I got pictures of that,
Yep.
by the way. And at that point, you asked me, and I'll tell you today, like I told you 5 years ago, don't quit.
Yep.
Don't quit. It'd have been easy. Quitting's easy. Quitting is easy at anything.
Yep.
Not just a racetrack. Life. That's easy.
That's an easy way out. Yeah.
And when I came back racing the dirt, which is pretty cool how that came about, was my appointment. Doctor said, I don't know what you got going on here, the 10 months off or whatever, but your back's healed. So if you got any desperation, anything you want to do, you better do it because you're like a kitty cat. You got 9 lives, you burned up 8.5. So that was another story. Got me in a lot of hot water. So I called the guy back. Actually, I called Ricky and said, I want to go dirt racing. He said, you can't. I said, oh, yeah, I can. Aunt Michelle's like telling everybody, yeah, he can. She was with me. All right, let me make some phone calls. Well, Ricky, my car that I had originally built, the guy had it up north. He said, I'll give it to you.
Wow.
You can have it. It's been sitting. But you can have it back. Michael Shear. So I said, okay. So I told Ricky. So we went up north like we were going to get a car for Ricky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're like, me and Ricky's down low, So we get up there and we come back, pull in my front driveway, and I got an asphalt car over here. And this was so funny. It wasn't funny at the time, but unloading the car, and my wife says, "What are you doing with that pile of junk?" And Ricky, it's Dad's new dirt car. We ain't doing no dirt. You can't drive that. Oh yeah, we're doing it. We're getting it done. So that's how that kind of went down, which is pretty cool. And then when I went back, like I say, I wasn't accepted real good. When I came back, was like, hey, this guy's almost passed away. He's got all these championships. What's he got left to prove? And then Ricky and a lot of my family are like, yeah, he's won, but he's coming out for fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, play with your boy and
Yeah.
just go. I mean, that's
Well, I was always on the track with Ricky. He was
Yeah.
always up here, and I was back here. Yeah, and I could accept that.
Yeah.
But just get to do it again, you know. And so I'm good. I'm good with my terms now. I got to do my thing. Terry Henry built me one gnarly badass race car, and all the help I've had through the years. I'd have to say the one that helped me the most in racing, Scott Pounds.
Scott Pounds.
Man, I talked to him today. I seen him today
Yeah.
at the local gas station. God bless. We talked for half hour. But I never understood what it was like to watch your kids race and just get the satisfaction. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that's something too that he truly, truly enjoys. Just, you know, he's so proud of Brad, and he's
Right.
got every right to be just as how you are proud of Ricky, and all the success that he has.
I'm proud of all my kids.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. My son Brian, which he doesn't race anymore, but because he has, health issues.
Uh-huh.
But I'm gonna tell you what, back in the day, he'd get it done.
Oh yeah, he can wheel it.
He won 2 championships in a row.
Yeah.
And then just whatever happened, and I'm driving their car, his and Landon's car, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
My grandson is like, Papa, drive my car, drive my car. I don't want to drive. I want to sit at them stands and talk to my friends and just talk some major crap. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
we go out there and just have a good time.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. And that's what I'm going to do. It's going to be tough when I leave.
Yeah.
No, it really is. Because you get that bond. I have the bond with my family at home. But I haven't missed a race with Ricky. We've went 20 races. Now, I don't go in the pits at Bakersfield because he's got so much help.
Yeah.
But I'm tell you what, we go out of town and we just laugh and have a good time. He was kind of upset. I'm sure you hadn't heard this story. 2 races ago, we went to Watsonville. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. We stunk the place up. That 16 car was not running in front.
Rare.
So I could see he was disappointed. And I told him, I said, son, you can't win them all. Hold your head up. Do your thing. He started 12th. Like freaking 18 cars. I mean, they get the cars up there. So I said, okay. 12th to 7th, you're not tore up too bad. You're skin up a little bit, but you're not too bad. Regroup, come back. We're not coming back next week. Not come back next week. I said, okay. Anyway, it was a big money race. We ended up going back. 28 cars. I mean, 28 of the car. And I'm going to tell you, 25 of them were bad boys. 25. I mean, there might have been 2 or 3 cars that were not up to par. But I'm telling
20 plus that are contenders.
I told Ricky we went out and practiced. He was third quick. No, actually, I think he was first quick. And then when they qualified, because they put him on there to qualify, he ended up third. I looked at him and I said, man, I don't think that I can't remember having this many hobbies and to be this stacked.
Yeah.
I said, there ain't no slow cars here. He goes, he won his heat. He said, "Well, I don't think we're going to win tonight." I said, "No." He goes, "Dad," he goes, "there's fast car." I said, "Yeah, I know that." So he went out there and he lined up, going to start in the front row. And this one guy, I think his last name was Cooper, 17 car. You couldn't even hear our car run.
A thumper in there.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, that majority of the rules are completely different up there. So anyway, he won the race. 30 was what, 33 lap main event, 32. Ricky won the race. But he didn't have the fastest car per se. He just had his I told him right here, you got to think. And you'll outthink them. Don't this I can't win shit. Don't get it with me.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You can do it. So he won the race, but the people everywhere we go, man, they just treat us so good. We went to Watsonville, went to at the beginning of the year, and he won. Went back second time. We kind of stunk the place up.
Uh-huh.
We walk up, go to sign in. Hi, Ricky. Hi, Mr. Childress. I don't know them. I don't know them from Adam from Eve.
Uh-huh.
Just go ahead and sign in. One of our local sponsors paid your guys' way in.
Wow.
I'm like, did you expect that, Ricky? No. Just it's crazy.
But I mean, I will say, like, when Ricky shows up to a race, it's a promoter's dream. Because I mean, he puts on a show every time he goes
Right.
anywhere. It's when he shows up to Santa Maria, it's like, okay, he's gonna put on the show. If he starts deep in the field, he's gonna work his way up through the field and
He gets upset at me.
clean and pass everybody.
I think he gets upset at me, but he's never said nothing. Because I'll say, I said, how'd you draw? Oh, I drew a 4. I said, crap. Why? I said, I want you to draw by number 70. Because me as a fan, too,
Let's see it.
it's unreal, isn't it? It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm at with it. My racing's been good to me, and I tell everybody that asks me. A lot of people at Bakersfield and Santa Maria are like, that are my age,
Uh-huh.
they'll sit up in the stands, especially Santa Maria. They'll sit in the stands down there with me on top of them C trains in the pit area,
Uh-huh.
and they'll say, Childress, watch that. What do you mean? That's you all over again. That's your son, though, out there.
Mm-hmm.
He drives just like you. He said he's smart. And he will make you pay if he gets up in the front row once he gets in the lead. Which I never thought of it that way. I'm like, yeah, I just always tried to do the best I could, you know.
Uh-huh.
No, we sit there and we watch, and he goes, we enjoy watching it because we're like, remember when you had that 44 car out there doing that? He's number 16, but it's still your son, still Childress.
Yep. Well, you guys, I mean, how long you guys been racing? I mean, were you the first generation?
Second.
Second. You're second generation.
Well, my dad, I guess you call my dad the first, right?
Yeah.
Started in 1974.
Okay.
I started driving in 1982. And it's weird. It's because it seems like as the generations go along, our drivers get better. I don't know if that makes sense or not.
Yeah.
My
I mean,
dad was very good for what equipment we had back in the day.
Uh-huh.
Started in asphalt, went to dirt. Then it was me, and then I got pretty good at it. And then it was my kids and my nieces. They were pretty good at it, Tracy
Yep.
and Tara. And then it went to Ricky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like it's progressed a little bit.
No pressure landing.
Yeah, and Landon,
But he's doing good too.
man, he got to drive. He got to drive the last race out here before I took him back to LAX. And man, oh man, sitting up in the stands, people are like, he's 11 years old and he drove like that? Yeah. And he pulled off the track. He was actually able to pass some cars and hang with them. And he pulled off the track. I don't know, something came up and it busted his face shield.
Oh, wow.
But he was smart enough. He told me on the way back to LA that night. I pulled in Papa because I was afraid of hurting myself or somebody else. because I had to flip my shield up because it was broke off the corner.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, I'm not here to tear anybody up or take a chance on getting hurt.
Yep.
And I told him, I said, well, that was step number one. You're young. People are saying you shouldn't even be out there, but you got to start somewhere. I wish they would have had a class for the younger kids,
Yeah.
kind of like to do the go-karts, but the cars,
Yeah.
But it wasn't there. I said, you did great. Absolutely great. And I guess the track personnel went to him and commended him, and told him he did a great job as well.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I might have, me and Brian might have woke up a monster there. He's wanting to race, and I mean, he's wanting to race. We'll probably leave here October 5th, 6th, and I want to say like the 19th or so. There's a race up there for his class.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna want to race, so I can't tear it up this week, John. I can't tear it up. But no, he's coming around.
So that's the plan. So you're leaving Bakersfield. So you guys are going to Tennessee?
Yeah, that's the plan. The house is in escrow, and hopefully we'll. My out date is the 27th. Escrow will close on the 4th of September. 4th, 5th, right in there.
Uh-huh.
People are buying my house. Were very, very nice to me. I was supposed to be out Friday the 25th, but I got to take care of some of my banking before I leave.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to go one more week, and that will be cool because the 19th. I want to say it's the 19th is Santa Maria. Yeah, the 19th is Santa Maria, so I'll get to go over there with Ricky that race, finish out the season, last point race. Then come back on the 26th is Bakersfield.
Yep.
So I'll get to be a part of that, you know what I mean? And then celebrate.
See the championship stuff.
Yeah.
He's won these number one in points at Santa Maria, number one in points at Bakersfield.
Yep.
He's number one
in the
state for the hobby stock point standing.
Yeah.
He's got 9 of 15
wins. 15 wins out of 20 starts.
15 out of 20 starts, which is unreal.
He's won the last 2 or 3 in Santa Maria?
Yep, I think so.
And I don't know how many. He's lost one race. One race at Bakersfield. I mean, and it don't matter where he starts. It's pretty cool talking about Santa Maria and Bakersfield. I remember the night you come down and you interviewed him, and we're going to run Santa Maria, and then we're going to shoot back to Bakersfield. Remember that?
Yes.
And I was like really skeptical, man. I'm going to tell you, on the way over there was me, my nephew Kevin, and Ricky. That was it. Both tracks knew what we were trying to do, and it was just like a well-oiled machine. The whole trip. All the way over there, we're talking about, okay, you're going to do this, going to do that, put gas in it when it goes on the trailer. 8-car, Grisnick.
Yeah, Tom. Yeah.
We just parked next to him. They all come over and offered to help load up and everything, but we had it. I mean, I don't even think they could believe it. When we had that thing loaded down, tied down, we were on the road. But it was really cool. Hobbies got to run first. Santa Maria, Bakersfield, we were last.
Because that was the Richie race.
Yeah. And we're on the way home. Ricky's looking at me. He goes, we're not winning Bakersfield. I said, why? He goes, there's going to be 13, 14 cars. I got to start last. And we don't have the right gear in the car for Bakersfield now. Bigger track.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And I said, just do the best you can do. You're the point leader here. If you finish top 5, you're good.
Yep. Get those points. Yeah.
Good God. Somebody must have woke up the beast in him, man. Because he went from 14th to the lead by lap 4.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it was stupid insane. And we're all looking up each other like, wow. And he's not using the car. You can tell he's getting off the gas, kind of asphalt. track was slicked up, real dry.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, holy shit.
That's two different kind of tracks
Oh, yeah.
because Santa Maria was hooked up
Oh,
like
yeah.
super
Yep.
mega bite.
It was crazy.
Going from that, I'm sure not changing a dang thing and going straight to Bakersfield where
They did. I mean, I got out in the pits and went up in the stands, like I told you. I didn't go in. I mean, he had plenty of help once we got there. But it was just, he won both races that same night, and then everybody was talking about it all over the state. You know what I mean? Facebook, it was being talked about everywhere.
Yeah.
And it was cool to be a part of that, but me and Ricky talked about it. Don't think we'd ever do that again.
It's a lot.
Well, you're coming down 166. You're pulling that trailer. Luckily for us, we got done in Santa Maria early enough where there wasn't a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
But I mean, just the mental. You got people that are texting you and where are you at? Where are you at? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're okay. Bakersfield just got done with this. Got to get a hold of the Schweitzers or whatever personnel are there. We're 30 minutes out, which we had plenty of time.
Uh-huh.
But you don't know it unless you see it and you're there.
Right. Yeah.
We got there. When we got there, their first main event was on the track.
Oh shoot! Yeah.
Yeah. They were. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We had plenty of time. And then whatever we did for the car, I'm sure he tightened it up as tight as he could get it so it wouldn't spin the tires because it's going to run out of track. The gear was not going to allow him to keep pulling.
Uh-huh.
But, oh, man, did he put a licking on him. It was crazy.
So do you think that is his, pre-race maintenance? Is it his skill? Because I mean, I know
Both.
he works on those cars like
Both.
he does so much. He leaves no screw untouched.
It's
because his maintenance is unreal. And how he preps the car.
Before we went to Ventura, a month and a half ago, let's say, he had his motor out of his car. His motor was not too good a shape. He said, Dad, we're racing Ventura this week. This is on a Thursday. I said, your motor's not back. So Friday, me and my brother-in-law and Ricky put the motor in his car on a Friday. He goes, we got to go test it out because we got to go to Santa Maria next week. Okay, so we went down there. Obviously, he won down there. That wasn't even a race down there, but I mean, it was fun.
Uh-huh.
Come back to Santa Maria the following week and he won. And we knew at that point the car was pretty good. It was on point. He'd been down quite a bit of power probably for a couple races.
Uh-huh.
Had that race in Bakersfield been another 5 laps the night that we did the 2, it may not have been such a good outcome because it was getting ready to cause some problems. But they caught it. Ricky's maintenance program caught it. Went to change the oil and seen something in the oil on the drain plug that he didn't like. Took it out to the Wonkums, let them look at it, and they knew exactly what it was.
Wow. Yeah.
His maintenance program, there ain't nobody like it. We have Merced. He's won a Merced this year. And in a couple places, they're like, man, he's fast. God, he's so fast. He's fast. Man, we wish we had his motor in our car. Well, it ain't the motor. I said, there ain't none of you dumb sons of bitches smart enough to, if you just sit down and look. Me and Scott Pounds were talking about this earlier today, too.
Uh-huh.
They think that Brad's motor hopped up, not legal. Well, if you sit back and you watch, you got your turn speed. There's 4 corners to every lap. Watch how fast them two get through the corners compared to everybody else.
Yep. That's where it's at.
If you keep the momentum up, you can't beat that, especially if you're smooth.
Yep.
Like them 2 guys are, Brad and Rick.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do it. You might think you can do it. That's how we ended up winning in Watsonville.
Just kept it wound up and
He
going.
got wound up, and then he started running the bottom. I mean, it was like going to an asphalt track.
Uh-huh.
That's how slicked up it was there.
Mm-hmm.
He kept everybody pinched up on the top, and then when they did try to come down with him to run, you know what I mean, to run behind him, just drove away. Yeah, you got to watch.
Yep.
And then some of them are like, Merced was the best one. Wow, you're right, man. Mr. Childress, you're right. He's just mowing them down in the corners. I said, yeah, look in the straightaways. These straightaways, some of them are just in front of him. But there ain't nobody going to go in that corner as hard as him.
Uh-huh.
I'll promise you that. And come out of it.
Well, that's the thing. Like he can drive the car into the corner, and it's eons further than everyone else.
Right.
But the car's still straight.
Yep.
It's still straight and it's still going. It's not scrubbing speed because he's bombed it off in there like a sliding himself or doing things crazy like that. But he gets in the corner, and that car's straight, and
Yep.
it just launches center off, and it's just.
And then not
goes.
only that, I mean, Brian was good at that too back when he raced. Brian was really, really good about that. He'd miss crashes and he'd drive right by you. But I think out of all of our family, Ricky's the most observant.
Oh.
He knows where he's going to beat you before you pull on the track. That's just the bottom line.
Uh-huh.
He'll tell you. He told me, Dad, I got you. You better get that. You better get your shit together, because if not, I'm driving around you on the outside. And
Sure enough.
but you know what? You can't be mad.
Yeah.
You can look. Who's got the cleanest hobby stock from race 1 to race 20?
Yep.
He hates tearing his car up.
Yep.
He hates it. And then mud. Oh, I don't know how we're going to do in a couple weeks, because what, Santa Maria's 5th, 6th, or 4th, 5th?
Yeah.
5th, 6th. He hates mud. He does not like that mud on the car for nothing. Be over there, everybody scraping that mud off in between races, and oh yeah, it chaps him.
You're gonna have to go find a splash and dash to go see.
He will. You know what? Bakersfield, he doesn't. He washes the mud off. He makes the biggest goddamn puddle. He ain't taking it home with him.
Uh-huh.
He ain't taking that mud home with him. I mean, that's just the way he is.
Yeah.
He's anal.
Yep.
I mean, absolutely anal about everything. But like you said, it shows on the track.
Exactly. That's every level of racing. I mean, I do a lot of RC stuff here too, but always the fastest guy have the cleanest, nicest stuff.
Yep.
Because it's just clean and maintenance, and it goes. You go to these NASCAR areas, and their shops are perfect. Eat off
Right.
the floors. I mean, just everything is just clean and perfect.
I don't know what he's going to do next year. I mean, he's talking about quit racing, take some time off.
I know he's saying he was having some health issues too. He's got some problems with his feet, and he's got some stuff going on. But he's got some back issues too. So he was saying those rough tracks kind of beat him up pretty good.
Right.
So I don't want to see him take time off. That's
I don't either.
so selfish of me, but I don't want to see him take time off. But I mean, you got to do what you got to do. If you're hurt, you need to heal up. You
got to take care of your health.
Yeah.
And there ain't nobody knows that any more than me now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
so but now everything feels good. You feel great. Like you're not hurting anymore. Your back's.
I don't hurt, but like in the winter, like when it's cold, I ache.
Uh-huh.
My knees ache. I can throw a football now again, shortly. Just I have so much arthritis from all that chemo.
Yeah.
They were going in there giving me shots in my knees, and then he gave me some kind of another shot. The first one helped it pretty good, and the second one helped really a ton. And then he asked me today, he goes, "You need a shot?" I told him, "No, I don't have no pain now."
Uh-huh.
He released me. He said, "All right, go do your thing." I said, "Okay."
Track, here I come.
Yeah, one more hoorah, John. I mean, I was telling Scott about it today too. We're talking about it, and Scott thought, "That's great.
Yeah.
That's good. Go do it." I don't. I don't. I'm not a fan of this Bakersfield Speedway. Okay, I'm just throwing it out there. But Mike was associated with the Speedway, so I'll race one more race because of his name
Yep.
and his honor. And that's it. I'm done. I'm gonna go watch me some racing.
Well, you've had a hell of a career. I mean, how many championships have you got? You've got
12 in stock cars,
12 in stock cars.
and I mean stock car related, American stock, hobby stock, this type of deal. Uh, one modified.
Uh-huh.
So I think total of 13 wins. I couldn't tell you how many wins I got. I mean, I've just been throwing trophies away like crazy. I mean, I throw them away. The wall plaques I like.
Yeah.
The trophies that just fall apart, and So for me, racing's been really, really good,
Yeah.
and it had been really good for Brian and really good for Ricky, and we don't know what's going to happen down the road. It's been good for my whole family. And one thing I will tell everybody, all the viewers and listeners out there, because I used to get talked down upon. Well, I can't believe you spend your money on this and you spend your money on that. Well, it's a family sport. It's a family sport. If I load up and I go out and I spend a couple $100 at my local racetrack and I know where my family's at, so be it. Because I can say the nieces, the nephews, my brothers, all of us, we've never been in trouble with the law
Mm-hmm.
because we've been too busy working on our cars.
Yep.
And so that's where I'm at with it. I mean, I don't have to worry about none of that stupid stuff.
Yeah. I mean, because everybody in your immediate family raced or is involved with racing some
Yeah,
way or another, right?
yeah, and it's good. It's been a good ride, I think, for everybody. Uh,
So what I gotta ask? So what do you think is probably your most memorable moment at the track? Because you've been going for racing since '82, but probably going forever.
I
What would be like your most memorable night at the track?
I don't know. I got a few of them. I'll tell you what. One of them, probably 1997, 98. Man, I'm just so fortunate through my racing career. Scott's a few years older than me,
Hmm.
but I've been up there. I've been with the Bradshaws. I see Barry all the time. The Earnshaws. I see Robbie. Uh, the Dick Shepherds. I've been friends with them all for years. And it's like, man, this is cool
Yeah.
because I used to watch them. At first, it was like, when I get out there, I'm gonna be like that Scott Pounds. He got to tearing shit up, boy. It's like, I can't fight, so I don't know if I want to be like him. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But he changed his driving and everything, and then you had Bradshaw, and then you had Earnshaw, and it's like, when it came push to shove, I won the 2001. I think it was 2001 modified championship.
Uh-huh.
That's where I got my name, The Real Deal. Mike Moshier gave me the name, The
Yep.
Real Deal. The very first race, I was in a modified. So I raced from 1982 all the way to 2001. 2001, we established The Real Deal. We were still friends, and he was hanging out, and he's checking out my car, and he's like, "Oh my God, this car's beautiful." Oh God. Well, I get out to the track. I didn't get to make one practice lap. Transmission broke. Pulling, pulling on, just pulling on the track to practice, and might have been 25 cars.
Uh-huh.
And we get a lot of cars back
Yeah.
then. And 25 cars, there's one guy out there on gasoline, and the rest of them are on alcohol. And I'm the one on gas. That's me. People are making fun of me. Not many people wanted to help. Terry Henry was my guy. And Scott Pounds, he had owned a Harris car before, and he won the 94 championship in a Harris. He started helping me. Not necessarily going over and physically working on the car, but he would come over and say, well,
Some insight on some things.
yeah, he'd say, man, that thing looks pretty good right there. I think I might want to raise that bar up. Oh, shit.
Where's my wrenches?
Yeah, where's my wrenches at? And then Harris, the team Harris, Kelly Shyrock used to run Harris back there. And I never got to visit him in person. He still races. And he was like, I'd be at the track. Kelly, hey, what's up, Childress? When we're Iowa to Bakersfield, you know. Yeah, do this, this, and this. Try this out.
Yeah.
And it was good. It took me maybe 4 races to win. My very first night, I didn't have my motor done. So a buddy of mine, Ivan Crawford, took a motor out of a Chevy truck. No, he did. And got me to the track. And that's when the transmission had issues. So I did. Jim Deedy loaned me a transmission. They went to his house, got it, come back, put it in. My hot laps, my very, very, very first night was the B main.
First green. First time you went live. On a B main.
It wasn't all roses either, because I'd never driven nothing like that. The steering was so quick, you know what I mean? And I had to start in the back, and they threw the green, and I was just going to gas it up and throw that thing in there like my stock car. I went through the infield down to turn 3 and 4. I had officials running and scattering. But then I got it under control, and I thought, well, you got to slow down. You got to slow down up here. And I think I finished maybe 4th or 5th in the B main, which was good. Put me in the A main, and I worked my way all the way up 3rd place.
Wow.
In the A main the very first night. Anyway, so talking to Scott, I get my new motor, and when I went to the track, I never practiced. Never. My car was so good week in and week out. We had our numbers, and I'm the only one on gas. I would run it halfway down on fuel, and we'd load it up for the main event.
Get you some percentages out of it. Yeah.
We had it all figured out. My first race I ever won was a 50 lapper. Like 4th race into the season. I had my motor in the car, went out there. I practiced that night because I didn't know how the motor was going to run. Came in there, and man, oh man, let me tell you what, that was just like a dream. God, man, that thing was fast.
Because you've had good motors through the years.
Yeah.
I mean, you've had, some noticeable ponies underneath the hood.
Yeah.
Who was working on your stuff back then?
Larry Avila, I drove for a husband-wife couple, and we won a lot of races. 1991, we won the San Joaquin Valley Championship. I won the championship in Bakersfield, and I won Porterville Championship.
Clean sweep.
Yeah. So I know you were talking, or I thought I heard Scott talking a little bit about how the Baintons had helped him. Well, that was the same deal with me back in 91, so I could relate to what Scott was talking about. I had to throw races. My deal is where I had to actually throw races, not win. I didn't like it. I didn't own the car. Some people today know about it. Some don't know about it.
So what was the reasoning for that?
Because I was just destroying them, just like you had your Scott Pounds destroying them, and just like you have your Ricky Childress destroying them, and just, you know what I mean?
So it was like track orders?
Yes. And I got paid for it. Here's the deal. They called us in after maybe my third win of the season. I ended up winning 8 races that year, 7 races in my car and 1 race in my cousin's car. We need to sell tickets, Rick. Okay? You don't need to sell them on my behalf or you're stinking up the class. So what we're going to do, we're going to make you a little deal. First through fifth, you throw the race second, third, fourth, fifth. You're going to get your existing points for that position, but we're going to pad you winner's pay. Back then, it was like $200 to win. So if I get fifth, you get 200.
That's crazy. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of
No,
a track
that's
doing that.
fact. No, this
Yeah.
guy was a promoter, dude. He was a not whether you loved him or hated him. Most of the time, I didn't care for him. I mean, I liked him. I like everybody. I try to, but he was a promoter. Boy, let me tell you, he could sell tickets. Just buy that type of stuff. Let's say you go win out 5 or 6 races. He's pulling you in that office. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna start 12th this week. You get in your spot. You go to the back of the field. I'll give you 500 extra if you win.
See, that I can get on board with.
And then sometimes he would do it. Sometimes he would do that out loud and let everybody know.
Yeah.
But no, that guy was a promoter. Whew, boy. Whether you like, and then I won a championship in '91. There was myself and 4 others, and then some kind of a hard luck deal. You put your name in for a drawing. It was a trip for a week to Hawaii. With your championship, you had a chance to win that trip. And I'm like, I ain't getting on no boat. I ain't getting on no airplane. And the owners of my car at that time, they're like, you're going, we ain't going. You're going. Well, it was a husband-wife combination that ended up winning. Oh, man, I was so thankful. God, I was so thankful for that. But pays went backwards. Championship point fund and money has went backwards. From what we were getting back in the day, 91, 92, to now, it's backwards. It's sad.
What do you think it is, man? Because I mean, I know dirt track racing. It's so hard because it's not just California. Because people want to blame California, California, California. It's everywhere. It's across the nation. Numbers are down at tracks. There's as a promoter side and like the money side on the track end. You're not getting the car count. So how do you pay, you know, the money that you know some people thinks it should be? It should,
Sponsors.
how do you get the sponsors when you don't have cars at the track? When trying to get the views. Like my thing with the streaming and everything, I'm trying to do it free, and so people can get eyes on it.
Right.
Like the more eyes we can get on it, the better. Let's just
Well,
trying to do
let me tell you,
maybe that end of it.
you got everybody's attention in Santa Maria. I don't give a damn what anybody says. You're the best announcer, best PR guy over there that I have ever seen. Because that place right there is second to none.
Oh no, and I think I just fell into the right spot because
But
Pat.
the people are good.
Yeah, the people are great. Chad Weber's phenomenal. He's a great guy. Pat Cusack, he's unbelievable track owner, and just the funds and just his mentality. He doesn't come from a racing background. He comes from,
Well, he doesn't
not
have to.
not that at all. But he's got a great mind and like he's got a great vision of what he wants, and we're just trying to do it. We're just trying to do
It's
it,
working.
and I'm blessed and I'm happy to be a part of it because that
good.
place is. I think it's pointed in the right direction. They got high limit last week, and that track was great. The
I don't know.
facility was great.
I don't know. The only thing that I have seen different, maybe last 4 races, I don't like the track prep now. So I don't know if they've changed people or if they've changed the ways of doing it.
It's seen different things.
Yeah, I don't.
We've seen heavy hooked up. We've seen dry slicked from top to bottom. We've seen well, high limit was there. That was the track was great for sprint cars because it's tough when you got that much horsepower and that many cars. You got 30 cars and you got 3,800 horsepower cars with that big a tire. That's a tough feat. Um,
I don't know whoever they had doing it towards the end of last year and the beginning of this year. That guy was spot on. And you could move around. I was watching the cars. You had them running down here, and you had them running here. You had them running up next to the wall. Now it's just too hooked up, in my opinion, from watching. I don't know what the drivers think,
uh-huh.
but it's like, let's give that track some character and let them move around.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely not a track prep guy.
No, I'm
So.
not either. I don't plan. I don't plan on ever being.
But yeah, it's. I think it still provides. We've had good races all year long. We've had really good races
Well,
all
it's
year
fun
long,
to go watch. There ain't no doubt about
and
it.
it's definitely great up there when it's 105 degrees here.
Yep.
It's 72 degrees, and that's the scorching part of the day. So
I know. I don't know what it's going to be like Labor Day weekend, but man, let me tell you, the weather's been pretty warm here. So if you like racing, if you're a fan and you like racing at all, take your family over there. If you can't make both nights, hey, so be it. But go over there, have a good time, enjoy the beach, get you some clam chowder or pizza or whatever the heck you want. But just go over. It's going to be such a great, great atmosphere. The Simpkins Memorial, that means something.
it's to have it back.
Okay? Yeah, that
Yeah.
means something. I remember as a kid growing up, when my dad was racing, we'd go over there. You may not race over there, but we'd go over there and watch.
Yep.
You know? Here in Bakersfield, all we're doing here is using the name. We're using the names. What are we doing for our fans? What are we doing for our drivers? It's a memorial.
Yeah.
I remember when Mike had passed away, the following year, I believe it was you was up there. Was it the following year?
I think maybe one after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it might have been me and Steve Hughes.
Probably. Yeah.
I would go up there and we would tell our stories.
Mm-hmm.
We would tell what this guy had done. We would, there's people out there don't know. They don't know Mike. Oh, we'll go out there and check it out, see what we got. Last year was not good. Last year's memorial was not good. And the reason I say that is because I am really, really good friends with the Moshier family.
Yeah.
And when they're not happy, nobody's happy. Talk about their dad a little bit. Let's let everybody know what he did. Now, I think it'll be different this year because Steve Hughes and him were tight.
Yeah.
You know,
That's one of the dynamic 1-2 punches at Bakersfield Speedway.
and it's nobody's
Yeah.
fault, but it's our promoters' responsibility to throw it out there. Get feedback. Let's have a moment of silence. And it's not happening.
Mm.
Santa Maria, you watch in 2 weeks. You watching? I'm telling you, fans in Santa Maria, it'd be like shutting that place down during the intermission. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't have the Simpkins cars, all of them out there on the track. They'll do a parade lap and they will honor Danny and Sandy Simpkins. That's the way you do it.
Yeah.
And now, have you seen the prize monies?
Oh, they're
Holy
bumping.
shit.
They're bumping. Yeah.
It's like, this is cool. This means something.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, shoot, my uncle Skinny's Automotive. He
Yep.
he dropped $1,000 to that race. There's just sponsors like that coming left and right. Stephanie Odom's done a fantastic job with her
Yeah, it's just
lap money.
that's how you do.
Yeah,
That's how you honor somebody. That's just my opinion.
yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong. But
No, you make it big. You make it big. You make it special, and that's how you make the big shows work. That's what brings people. People are going to show up to
and
that
cars,
card, all of it.
yeah. But I mean, I'm not a promoter. I've tried that stuff a couple times. That didn't work out so good. I tried getting back into it, and I tried. I don't know if you know it or not. I tried saving the speedway.
Okay.
Not a lot of people know.
Uh huh.
I tried really, really hard. I took criticism over that too from some drivers and fans. Well, you didn't try hard enough. You didn't try hard enough.
Oh,
Well, let me tell you. Okay, let me tell you. Number one, you got everybody all over this Facebook and I wish this track was this and this was that. Oh, I'm gonna miss that place. Okay, you had we're gonna sugarcoat it. You got 10,000 people. You had one guy that went to that county, one guy that went ahead and talked to the original owners, trying to make it happen. You know who that was? Me. I don't. I didn't have a player in the field, let's say.
uh huh.
But let me tell you what, I did the best I could do. And a lot of people don't know that was a business partner deal, the old owners.
Mm.
And I had one completely on board and the other one wasn't so on board.
Ah.
Okay. And there was a couple local people in Bakersfield interested in purchasing it, interested in leasing it with the option to buy. You had one on board kind of with that, and you had one uh-uh.
Uh huh.
And that's where it was at. The one that I got along with that was wanting to keep it a racetrack, she was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
The other partner wasn't so good.
That's a shame.
So now you see how it is now. It's all leveled out. There ain't nothing there.
Yep. That's a shame. It's tough for me because that was my short stint. I say my short stint. I had probably 11 years of working there as an official for those 3 or 4 5 years, and then announcing the last 7 years, and then the one over there. But it was so hard, and I know Ricky takes it so hard. He's out there
Just
every
devastated
week,
him.
and
Devastated him.
it's
Devastated the whole family, but we all just show it in one different ways,
yeah.
I was mad. Not hurt, but I was more mad than anything. Yeah. I'm pretty sure if the track would have kept going, I'd still be racing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I didn't have to win anymore. I've done plenty of that and have a good time. And I had always had a good time out there. But it's just like, it's not going to last forever. Kern's not going to last forever. We don't know how long that's going to last.
Yeah.
We don't. Tracks are closing down, I think, more than they're being ran, and more than availability, they're going to be coming back. I'm sorry to say that, but nobody knows what's going to happen. Merced. You don't know what's going to happen out here. So the one that's going to thrive is Watsonville and Santa Maria. They have the potential just to wipe out the valley.
That's the thing. I don't think no track is gonna, be the beneficiary of another track closing down. It's just not. That's just not. I don't think that's true. Because I think if you have a track that shuts down, that is, let's say if for whatever reason Bakersfield just stops running dirt, guys that have those dirt cars here that don't necessarily want to travel, they're just gonna quit racing altogether. You're not gonna get those extra cars to make that travel week in, week out. Big races, of course, yeah. If they still have their stuff, they're going to run the big races. But I don't think that they're going to run the weekly show if they're just scraping by right now being able to travel
That might be true.
close to home.
Somebody was telling me, John. Somebody was telling me. I don't know if this is true or not, but I was just told this morning. Sport mods are racing here and Santa Maria
This
this weekend.
This weekend, I believe so.
I don't know who put the schedule out first, but all I can tell you is Bakersfield's been doing this Moshier Classic for 9-10 years, the same weekend. I mean, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, yeah. I don't understand that part of it.
Now, maybe they're going to do the same thing. Maybe they'll run the sport mods first over there. Give our guys a chance to get back here.
Possibly.
But I mean, God, it's just, man, it's scary. We got home from that one ordeal. It's like me and Ricky are like, we don't do that no more. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm glad I'm not a promoter.
I don't dare even think about wanting to step into that world. I see what they go through. I see what they go through day in, day out. I mean, it's that's almost a thankless job.
I think I would be a good promoter. I mean, I don't want to run the facility, but I think I'd be your good guy that would get out there and hustle and get sponsors.
Uh-huh.
I know Ricky would.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's got the gift to get out and get help, and. But it shouldn't be the driver's responsibility to get that money out there and help the drive. I mean, you want to help your classes, but you got to promote, man. You got to get out there and sell tickets.
Yeah. That's something we're doing. That's something we're doing for sure.
You guys are doing a great job, but I'm going to backtrack just a little bit. I had one race. I was going to get to run the old speedway if everything would have worked out.
Uh-huh.
I had it for one race, and it was going to be a Veterans Day race. And I already had, for one race, $80,000.
Wow.
I had them calling me, texting me. Yeah. And I had actual sponsors that are still sponsoring Kern. We'll jump on board. We got you for 5,000.
Nice.
Got you for 10. That was never an issue for one race.
Right. That's
and
great.
what we were trying to do is, let's get it up to par and run one race, and maybe somebody would be interested, lease it or buy it or whatever we could have worked out. Just didn't happen. Wasn't meant to be.
Nope. I mean,
everything's timing.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I mean in life and everything. I mean, just not just racing.
Yep. No, yeah. I mean, it just timed out for me to be able to do the stuff at Santa Maria. It was, the end of Bakersfield season was done, so I had availability to do a couple of races.
Cool.
Do a couple races over there.
I remember we went over there, and I looked at my wife's like, "Do you know John Candy's up there?" No. And then I was walking by, and I seen his like, man, this guy's got his foot in the door everywhere.
Well, that's one thing. I mean, this year I'm taking a step back. So that's one cool thing about Mike Moshier. I'll always remember it. When I played Jack Frost football, he was announcing Jack Frost football.
Yep.
So like he did just, he wasn't just the safety guy at the oil field. He wasn't just the Bakersfield Speedway announcer. He announced all of us kids, like growing up and doing everything. And I was following in that footsteps probably for the last 4 or 5 years, doing a bunch of sports too. Some people may not know that, I do Bakersfield College basketball, men's and women's, East High basketball, men's and women's, volleyball at East High football. Last year I did about 140 events, and that's been about the same running number of events for the last about 3 or 4 years. But with the new guy here and everything, it's tough to make that decision. I got little guy's 2 years old now, and with the podcast now and everything, it's just too much time.
Right.
So you got to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah, I get that.
So I said this year there's going to be no sports, no football, basketball. Just to stick to the racing, stick to the podcasting thing, and be able to spend some time at home, with the family is very important, especially in, these crucial years with my little guy. I don't
I
want to
hope
miss anything.
I hope this week that we get some cars out of Kern. Santa Maria, I am not worried about Santa Maria. There's going to be so many cars. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
And that's the way it should be at Bakersfield to honor such a great guy.
Yep.
I just don't know what's going to happen. I really, really don't. And, they have that autograph session.
Yep.
They did it from McGowan.
Yep.
I'm surprised, really, they're not doing it from Osier.
Oh, they're not going to do the.
Well, I haven't seen anything posted
Uh-huh.
because, man, Mike loved that. God, Mike loved that.
Yep.
He'd come down there on the track and mingle and talk to people. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was one of his favorite things. And that's where I kind of get a little butthurt or upset. Things are being done, but they're not being done. I know if I get a chance, I'll go up there and talk to Steve Hughes and we'll have a little chit chat about, what Mike was like. Mike was funny. Mike was a funny man. Mike was funny.
Oh yeah. We used to chop it. I mean, back then I was a little wilder back in those days. When I was an official and Mike and Steve were the announcers. I was a little more wild back then. And well, when Mike passed away, we had a celebration for life. His celebration of life and his get together afterwards was at the Schweitzer's house,
Right.
and we had his leg there, and
Oh my.
I chugged me a beer right out of his old leg.
That guy right there. Yeah, he was. We was living at my house down there on Woodrow Street and was having one of our barbecues and a big tree behind us. So we're barbecuing, checking out the barbecuer, and he tells me go in the house and get me such and such. I go to stand up, and he's by the grill and he's turning the meat, and we hear this turn around and the tree fell down. He looks at me and I look at him. He goes, "That could have hurt somebody." He goes, "You know how lucky we are?" I said, "Yeah." And then I, me to him, I was an idiot stick. He'd get mad at me. You can't do it that way, you damn idiot stick. But no, we had a very, very good relationship, and he pulled a real good one on me, and just miss him.
Yeah, man. He was one of those guys that just had the hearts of many. But you guys were best friends. You guys barbecued every Sunday. That's just
It's almost like it wasn't fair.
yeah.
He got tested and found out about his cancer, and he told me at an awards banquet. Took me outside, just me and him. He had just found out that day. And wow, I didn't even know how to take it. We continued having our barbecue, even on his worst day. We had to check on him, the family.
Mhm.
Was checking on him. He didn't really have a lot of family here. Went to check on him one time and couldn't get in the house. Well, he fell down. Couldn't get up. And then one other time we'd taken him to my brother's and had a big old barbecue and a birthday. He was there, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. Said, "Hey, I need to go home."
Mm,
Just so much pain.
yeah.
I didn't realize how that was until I got sick. It's like, God, he was really, really sick. Yeah, I guess you have to live through that. Excuse me for a second.
No, that's take your time, man. That's heavy.
You have
Yeah,
to
it's heavy.
you have to get your emotions together. And remember he was always, when I run my IMCA stock car, I'd win quite a bit in that stock car out at Oildale. And he was not really one to give you a compliment. Well, he'd compliment you, but he'd say, "Hey, you could have done this, make it better," you know. And my last race that I run a stock car, I don't know, I don't remember what season it was, but I had problems with my car, brake lines, everything got just tore frickin' up. I didn't even hit nobody; it just ripped out of the car. Everybody was down there trying to get my car going for me because I was the point leader. And he's on the phone between races announcing, "You about ready to get that thing? You're not scared, are you? I'm talking to you, little idiot stick." Just
Uh-huh.
no, we're back together. So I went back out, started last, which back then there was only like 6 cars anyway, just kind of like it is now.
Yeah.
Ain't got no better, ain't got no worse. Started last, I won. At this point in time, he's in pretty bad shape. Down in the infield, and the crowd was going for me, and then I kind of just emotionally broke down because the whole night, even as sick as he was still checking on me, make sure I was okay going to get out there. So, talking to the crowd and asking the crowd, I don't even know if he heard it or not. Like I say, he was pretty whacked out. My son Brian had to pick him up and take him up in the stands that night. He couldn't make it. Brian just picked him up there and got him his chair. I just asked everybody, I said, Mike needed a lot of help. Mike loves everybody. Just wanted everybody to go home and pray tonight for Mike and ask God to love Mike. I remember that. I'll probably remember that for the rest of my life. And I want to say the following week, he ended up going with his family. I believe it was Arizona. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think maybe made it 2 weeks, maybe. So that was kind of something that I'll never forget.
Yep.
Because he needed to be loved as much as he loved us, fans, drivers, everybody. And I could see what pain he was going through, And I had talked to Casey. I said, "Casey, you or Monty or little Mike or somebody, you gotta come down here. You gotta make him somehow coax him into going with you."
Uh-huh.
One thing I did find out, everybody needs somebody. You can talk smack about this person or that person, family member or whatever, but let me tell you, everybody needs somebody. I don't care. You're no better than this guy. You're no better than that guy. And that's funny because when you get into a racing, you've got them drivers out there, and it's really bad now compared to what it was back when we started racing.
Uh-huh.
You got certain drivers that just think they're better than everybody. Or we're human, so if you make a mistake, say you made a mistake, It's not always that other guy's fault, John.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. That's where I'm proud with my kids, Brian and Ricky, through our racing career. We can confess, we can own up to our mistakes, bottom line. And I think that's why, since Ricky's still racing, he's got the respect from people. I mean, I don't know how many times we went to Ventura, Santa Maria. Man, you got to be proud of that kid. He's as professional off the track as he is on the track.
Yep.
Well, that makes me feel good.
Yep.
How many other people do you hear that? How many have you heard it from? Me? None. But let's face it. And I tell them guys, it ain't always been this good.
No,
He's
I mean, there's growing pains. There's always going to be growing pains. He's learned to be that way because he's gone through some stuff.
the outlaw. The outlaw. The outlaw. He got his nickname for a reason. I mean, when he first started racing, Dick Shepherd gave him an old Caprice Classic, I think it was. We built it, put it out, took it out there. The driver's meeting comes up. Guy had been winning every week. Ricky walks right up to him and says, "Hey, bud, there's a new sheriff in town. When I get around you and I get up beside you, give me room. If not, I'm dooring you up. I'm moving you." I pulled him over to the side. I said, "Ricky, you can't do that. You can't go right into a driver's meeting and do that." But he used to have a lot of issues. Had to run the B main that first night, and I think he might have got third or fourth in his first night ever racing. But boy, he had tore up a lot of race cars in all the years. So yeah, racing's been good, real good. And I'm gonna miss the people here because I get along good with a lot of people here. Tennessee's gonna be a new journey. If I don't like it, I'm coming home.
I mean, that's the thing. The doors never close. It's not like if you leave and because you want to spend time with your grandkids and you want to go back and spend time with your family that you haven't been around for a little while. And then if that doesn't pan out, come back home. Because I mean,
I will come home.
this Bakersfield's not leaving. We're not going anywhere.
I just it's hard to afford to live here, John.
Yeah. Oh, that's there's a reason why like there's a lot of professionals that leave here and go to Tennessee, they go to Florida, they go to Oregon, they're Washington, they're Utah. They're just getting out of, financial hell here in California.
Right.
But things are different too.
Well,
There's everywhere you go.
I know my dad used to tell us, me and my brothers, there ain't no sense in complaining about it. Either just let it go or do something about it. Well, for me, I'm tired of complaining, so I'm going to try to do something.
Yeah.
Whether it's right or wrong, I don't know. But I'm going to give it a whirl. And I'm going to give it one more shot this weekend.
Yeah, man. I'm so stoked for you to be able to do that. That's an opportunity that doesn't really happen to everybody. So just to be able to take that opportunity, run with it, and just go. Just go do it. Go do it for Mike. Go do it for your family.
Brian wanted me to run Santa Maria. Said, "Dad, you need to go run Santa Maria on the 5th and 6th. Nope, we're going over. That's a relaxation time, and we're going over. Now I'm going to be in the pits with that 16 car.
Mm-hmm.
I will not miss it.
Yep.
I don't want no side traction, none of that crap. I'm going to be right there. Okay, Dad." I mean, he was cool about it, but he was really wanting me to race.
Uh-huh.
I said, in the retirement deal, I got friends in Santa Maria. Yes, I do. But Bakersfield's where I started, and that's where I'm going to finish.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens. I might get back in Tennessee. I might
Get the itch back there.
Might get back in Tennessee. Might have to get me another car. Just kidding, Mom. I know you're watching. Just kidding. My wife. I would buy a car if I could get Ricky to come back there and drive it a few times a year.
Hey, I mean, it's an option.
I've already said that. I would buy, but what I want to buy, Ricky hates. Ricky does not like them stock cars.
Those IMCA stock cars they're huge back east.
Yeah.
They're huge. In the Midwest, they get 20, 25 of them on a weekly show. I don't know why they never took off here because the racing's good, the cars work, they're fast. I just don't know why they haven't taken off here.
I don't get it either.
It's a.
I like driving mine when I drove them,
Mm-hmm.
but I like the hobby better.
Yeah.
And I think that's because you had more cars, the competition. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. When you're racing against six, 7 cars, it's.
I don't know what it's going to be like per se this weekend, but I do know when we get over to Santa Maria, I expect some pretty hard hitting cars over there too.
Yeah, it'll be good numbers. It'll be great numbers. It's going to be a great show. 2-day show with a lot of money. That's a recipe for cars, for sure.
So we'll see what happens. So I don't know. It's been a good ride. I don't have any regrets, I don't think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Got to meet a lot of good people. When I started kicking this around a little bit about racing this weekend, I had some people just like really step up for me to help me. That wasn't an issue. So I'm going to go give it one more shot. Whatever happens, happens. Main thing is I got to be safe. Like I say, I don't know how much I'm going to race. The heat really gets to me.
Yeah, it's going to be warm. It's going to be warm this
Yeah,
weekend. So
the heat gets to me. So I don't know. We talked it over a little bit last night, me and Brian did, about maybe running hot lapping, set the heat out, start last in the main, or let's see how we draw for the heat and then go for it.
I said go for it. That's my 2 cents.
Well,
we're racing Santa Maria, but I'll check my race pass. I'll be seeing where you guys are at for sure. Because man, I'm excited for you. It's going to be. I hope you get in there and then you just get that feeling, like, man, I'm going to go do the best I can. I'm going to do this for Mike.
I will. I will do that, but in the same sense, I'm going to be smart about it.
You got to be smart. Of course, you're going to be smart. You're going to be safe.
What's really cool is I think I don't have the itch to do it. You know what I mean? It's not something I have to do. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you what, boy, I used to be a race car junkie. Boy, like Ricky. Ricky eats and sleeps race cars.
Yeah.
I mean, he does, but he's getting the outcome because of that. Me, I did okay. I did all right. But man, I never got possessed like him.
It's a sickness. It's a sickness, but it's a healthy sickness.
And he helps a lot of people. Where
Oh yeah.
back in the day, I never really helped anybody unless they ask.
Uh-huh.
Hey, can you get me in the right direction here? That's the way I did it. And then like right now, stuff has changed so much. I got an idea what to do.
Yeah.
But if you ask me, I'll tell you, but I'm not going to volunteer anything. And the reason I say that is what works for me may not work for you.
Yeah.
I know my racing, when we got the race prep car, I was finishing second, third, fourth, fifth, put Ricky in it one night. He spun out hot lap and came back in, did a bunch of tweaking on it. Went out there, finished second in the heat, started the back because we had driver change.
Yep.
Come back in, told Terry Henry, "This is the biggest piece of shit I ever drove in my life." And I'm like, he goes, "Yeah, my dad may not be too washed up." And at that point, all of them, I just stood back. I was measuring tires, but they got in there, had springs out, changing this and that. And he went out there and started in the back and won.
Yeah, I mean, it's feel.
But the next time I got back in, it was like, oh man, this is good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just,
Well, if you guys have similar driving styles, I mean,
yeah, that's funny you say that because I don't know if I've said anything today. Well, yeah, I have. Different people are like, that's you.
yeah.
That was you 20 years ago, 25 years ago. And I tore some shit up, boy, when I was young. When I was 18, 19 years old, man, I would tear that. I tore some race cars up. Me and my buddy Jimmy Irwin, I think I was about to drive him crazy, have to rebuild shit every week.
Oh yeah.
But for me, it was where it was different because my dad had always done so good in racing.
Uh-huh.
My first year, second year, I was trying so hard to have him on my side. And what I mean by that is I was trying to do as good as him or try to exceed him.
Mm-hmm.
And
Expectations too high.
yeah, that was for me. That was just no good.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know, man, but I'm like I said, I'm excited for you this weekend. It's going to be great. It's going to be a good show. Show up, people. Go to Bakersfield. It's going to be your last hurrah. Cheer on the real deal.
Yeah.
Man, it's going to be an awesome, great thing. Honor Mike Moshier. And then 2 weeks, come to Santa Maria. We're going to honor the Simpkins. It's that time of the year. We got big show. It's big show time of the season. And I really appreciate you coming in here and sitting down and getting some words out, man.
It's funny because when you called and texted me this morning, I'm like, how's this guy know what's going on? You know what I mean?
A little birdie.
Because I've been kind of laying low.
Little birdie got out. A little birdie got in my ear.
Yeah, okay.
So I was like, this is the perfect week. I got to get you on this week.
Because that's something, really, something that Be Tough, that Billy would have caught wind of and hit. Because when I got coming back from being sick, he was like all over it. So you kind of broke the story first. I mean, I'll talk to Billy if he wants to, even at the Simpkins tomorrow, you know.
Oh yeah.
But I was like, how did John find all this out?
I got my ways. I got my moles. I got my moles.
I thought, man, this is the Mike Moshier race, and Candy, he's that's what Mike used to do. He'd dig and find shit out. I'm like, what the hell? Am I going to be possessed or haunted or what? You know what I mean?
Can't get away with nothing around here.
Can't get away with nothing.
Awesome.
So no, I appreciate it.
Yeah, it was honor, privilege, everything coming in here, sitting down. We got some legends in town, and you are for sure a Bakersfield Racing legend.
I appreciate that.
Just to be able to talk to you before your final race in Bakersfield, and it's going to be great.
You know what's funny? This is people put me in the category with. Of course, they've won more races. Maybe not championship, but races. Barry Bradshaw, Scott Pounds, Dick Shepherd. I mean, I've had people actually come up, even still today. Man, you were one of them. Be proud. Yeah. Be proud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I got that to hold on to. We have one of our drivers never retired. You know who that is, right?
Tell me.
Huh? He hasn't retired, so let's see if this guy comes back out of retirement, because the rumor around Bakersfield is this guy's getting ready to come back.
Well, I'm getting a first look right now.
Huh?
I'm getting the first look in the news right now. I want to know.
I heard Scott Pounds is going to come back.
Really? Heard it here first, folks.
I don't know that for sure. I don't know that for sure, but I mean, there's a lot of scuttlebutt in Bakersfield that Scott, not full time or nothing like that, but he might get in a sport mod or a modified or something maybe next year.
I'm here for it.
I mean, I don't know that for a fact, but I mean, that's I keep hearing.
If anything, we can speak it into existence right now.
I don't know. Think about it. He has never retired. He has not retired from racing.
Not officially. Not officially. He hasn't put his
That
sword in
guy-
the ground.
That guy was one of my biggest influencers on me coming back to dirt.
Uh-huh.
He raced, I don't know, might have been 7, 8 years ago, I'm guessing, came back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
After he had his back problem fixed.
Yeah, that's one thing. So our series, we had a 4-hour sit down, and we didn't even get close to near enough. So we're like, we're going to stop it here, and we're going to come back, and we're going to touch on, because we kind of stopped at about 2006. He had so much more going on after that. So we're going to sit down, and we're going to talk
be
about
good.
that.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he'll explain it, and then
and then I'm gonna chop him up too and be like, hey, we're on the street. You might be coming back.
Yeah. No, and that's good. I mean, I don't know how everything's gonna play out with me moving out of state, but believe me, if I was here in town and I knew he was coming back, I'd be sitting out in them grandstands watching him.
Oh, absolutely.
Because he's good for our sport. Now, I was lucky when Dick Shepherd retired. He retired. He did it the right way.
Uh-huh.
I was one of the announcers
For that race?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
we got to go in the infield, and I got to talk to him. That was the coolest thing.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. So they wanted me to come out there and announce because, like I say, we've been friends forever. So yeah, that's Scott Pounds. If you're out there, Big Daddy, people are wanting you to come back, and I know you got a little something in you.
There it is. We're going to end it right there, man. That's the shout out to Scott Pounds to get back out to the racetrack. The real deal, Rick Childress. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Good luck this weekend. And, man, we want to see you in that winner's circle.
That'd be
If
nice.
not, we want to see you have fun, be safe.
In Santa Maria in 2 weeks.
See you in Santa Maria.
Yeah, because I can't wait, man. I'm jazzed for that, too.
Awesome. Right on, guys. John Candy, the real deal, Rick Childress. This is episode number 2 of our Bakersfield Racing Legends. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe on all of our stuff. Get the word out so all these people, everyone can see all these wonderful people that we have here in Bakersfield and, what it means to our community. And, man, just like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
From the drag strip lights to the dirt track clay, Bakersfield racers pave the way. Hear the stories, feel the sound of the legends who ran this town. Bakersfield Racing Legends, the names that still live on. The drivers, the dreamers, the battles they won. From the checkered flag to memories, all the history. Bakersfield Racing Legends, where the legends live on. The stories, the people, the history that built Bakersfield Racing. Bakersfield Racing Legends.